talk about these women who really don't want to be approached by you. Now, you could be a good guy, right? You can be a good guy. But there's just something about you that she doesn't like. And let me tell you this. One thing I've noticed about a lot of women who struggle dating or who are always in dysfunctional relationships is that the new dude usually has is pretty much the same type of guy as the other guy. The only time it's usually the new boyfriend is different than the old boyfriend is if she got with her boyfriend when they was in high school and they stayed together after high school and then they broke up. Then she might go and try to date a different type of guy. Like I saw it one time. I was watching this court show and this female went to court and the old boyfriend seemed more like a square, like a square that may have grown up in the hood, right? Didn't really get into trouble, you know. And then you had the new boyfriend who's a little more thugged out, who she pretty much used as a pit bull towards her ex. They actually ended up getting into it. And I think that's why he had sued the other guy. And I thought that was very interesting. And I think that she went to a different extreme because I think she just had such disdain towards her ex that she wanted something completely different, you know? And, you know, I noticed that too, that you got women, they'll go from one guy to the next, right? But the guy is usually similar to the other guy. Like if you have a female who's dating a guy who's constantly putting his hands on her, usually that's a situation that she's so used to that type of guy, whether the guy is verbally always talking down to her, and she notices that the guy that she's interested in has those same character traits. You know, he's a, you know, quote unquote tough guy wannabe. You know, he talks to women a certain way. He presents himself a certain way, and he reminds her of her ex. So she's immediately drawn to that guy, especially if she's fresh out of a relationship. You know, she don't want to be single. So she's going to go the comfortable route, and it's comfortable to date this guy who reminds you so much of the ex, either the way he looks, skin tone wise, the way he dressed, the way he carries himself. And that's why these women continuously are in and out of dysfunctional relationships until they done had enough and they want to hop the fence. But usually by then it's too late. But I just noticed that you got women who will complain that they're not getting approached. Listen, the reason why you're not getting approached is because men, for the most part, understand that they're not really going to get anywhere. They understand for the most part that women do not really respect or find attractive a man who's really going up to them, because one, you have to walk up to them and sort of campaign for attention, like, you know, cold approaching, right? I know there's some guys who disagree with that. They don't feel like a man should ever approach a woman, but there's still going to be guys who do that. And it works for some. It don't work for the majority. And women, if a woman is attracted to a guy and he's getting them choosing signals, he's going to approach, he's going to have success, you know? But when it comes to, let's say, melanated men, man, because we tend to run into this problem a lot. When we're dealing with these sisters, a lot of times they're already prejudging us. They already got their guard up. They don't really care what we got to say like that. They're not really interested already. They're not even giving you a chance. Unless you either remind them of an ex-boyfriend, okay? Or you one of these guys who's well known in the city, you know, one of these serial baby makers, you know, a guy who's in and out of the system. You know, you're well known. She's heard about you. She sees you. She's going to be attracted to that. She's going to be attracted to the fact that you're well known. I've seen that. I know dudes who, just because they were known in the neighborhood, there'll be girls who don't even know them, but once they see them in person, they've already opened up. The guard is down. They're willing to embrace whatever that guy has to say without him even having to really look in her direction. You know, she's already, in her mind, she's already got her arms extended. so to speak. But for the majority of us, I think it's very difficult because of the mindset of melanated women. They have a very feminist mindset. They have a very broken mindset. You got women who are broken because of their childhood. They didn't have a father figure. They don't really know what love is. They want to date something that's comfortable. They want to date something that they've seen growing up that other women dated. Their mothers, their aunts, women in the neighborhood. They're used to a certain type of guy. And also this, you got women who are more comfortable, okay, approaching men. They're more comfortable approaching men. They don't want to be approached, especially by guys that they're not really checking for. And the majority of these guys that do approach them, a lot of women ain't checking for them. Now, the one thing you should do is take that L and move on. Don't sit there and argue with her. Don't get into no wanting answers. Don't do that. Because what you're going to need to understand is that some of these women have already made their mind up. They don't want to be approached. You know, you got these women now, they're doing more approaching than men are. They're hitting men up in their DMs. You know, they are the aggressive ones. And that's what embracing feminist ideology does. They really believe that they should be equal to men in certain areas. Now, I say certain because not all, because once again, you got these heifers who they still want us to provide for them. They still at times want protection. And again, there's certain things that they don't want equality on when it comes to fixing their own stuff. They don't want equality on that. But when it comes to other things, whether it be, getting high up in jobs or, opportunities, they're still going to embrace the feminist doctrine. And I think that the mindsets of women have been warped. You got a lot of mentally unstable women out here, man, and they're procreating. They're having kids and they're raising kids. And you see it from the behavior. Just, look at the female that, whooped her son at school. You can't tell me that female ain't mentally unstable and she's procreating. Not only is she procreating, she's procreating with a guy, who is just as dysfunctional, if not more dysfunctional. And I bet you she went after him. That's why it's so easy for these guys to leave these women, because they probably didn't want to be with them from the beginning. When you got women that are aggressive and trying to date a guy and that guy don't even want them like that, it's not hard for him to leave, especially if he needs a place to stay. He needs some money. When he's able to get with another female that he actually likes, he's going to leave that woman, and she's going to be miserable. She's going to be getting on YouTube. She's going to be ranting and acting crazy. She's going to be on Facebook ranting, acting crazy. And that's what's going on. It's going to be She done got left by the dude she been taking care of for months, even years. That situation is over. It's good, Nick. That situation is over. So now she going to YouTube. She's on Facebook writing post after post and putting up memes and because she got played. I'm telling you, why you think these females be so angry, man? Why do y'all think they be so upset on social media? Why y'all think that be? Because they done got played by one of these pokies. Okay? I'm telling you, man, like that anger it's fresh. It's fresh anger. It's emotion, and they need to get it out. And they need to target somebody. And unfortunately, if you trying to approach one of these females, man, they done got played by some dude that she done chased and took care of, she probably going to be very disrespectful towards you, because we know that they'll be, disrespectful towards you if they're having a bad day. They'll take it out on you. What's good, Philippi? Now, again, I think the whole approaching women thing is going by the wayside more and more every day. There's still going to be guys that are going to approach because, once again, there are guys who can read women. They understand body language and they understand choosing. And if a woman is choosing, a guy's going to approach. We all know this. But when you're approaching a female and she's showing you no interest, she's not even looking in your direction. As a matter of fact, she might be trying to get as far away from you as possible, and you haven't even said a word. It's because in her mind, she's got preconceived notions. And when she has those preconceived notions, bruh, it's over. It's a wrap. There's no trying to win in that situation. A lot more women are approaching men these days. These are facts. Just because a woman is single, just because she may seem just because she's single and attractive, does not mean that she ain't out here campaigning for one of these guys out here, because that is what's going on. There's a lot of campaigning from women, man, out here. Y'all think because a woman is attractive or she's thick that she just getting all these suitors and she's not putting no effort out there to get one of these guys. You're wrong. You're way wrong. Way wrong. There are women. Why do you think these women are constantly single? Because they're chasing men that don't want them. They get into these relationships with these men. Once the man done hit it a few times, he's out of there. He's gone. It's over. He wants nothing to do with you. Now you're angry and upset. You're putting up all these Facebook posts. You're going live. You're trying to expose people because you're hurt. You're hurt. You're hurt because you done chased after this dude while he was married or he was in some relationship. And once you got him, he got bored. He like, man, I don't know why I left my wife for this. I left my girlfriend for this. She can't even cook a good meal when I come home from work. What's going on here, man? So he's like, he's running back to his ex. He's running back. He's begging for forgiveness. He thought that the new chick, because she looked good, she cute, she thick, she got big assets, he thought he done won the lottery. But then when he realized that she ain't got no personality, she kind of whack in the bedroom, can't cook, black but can't season, can't season none of the food. He's like, man, I got to go back to my ex, man. Now, he's already begging to go back to his ex. She done put him out, threw his stuff out, probably going to put him on child support. He ready to go back. He's like, man, I ain't going to talk to her no more. Hey, y'all, listen, man, that stuff go on, man. Listen, man, y'all can't pretend like you don't know that's what goes on out here. Y'all know that's what's going on, man. Y'all know these dudes get with these chicks, man, for a little while. They get bored. They're like, man, I miss the conversations I had with my ex. Everything was good. We had a good time together. She's smart. She works hard. She kept the house clean. Man, I miss that. But the side chick didn't want to be a side chick no more, so he had to make a choice. And that's why you see the ranting and raving on social media, man. And they claim that we are bitter. They claim that, we can't get the women we want. So that's why, no, that's not even the truth. I've seen some dudes out here with some 4s and some 5s and some 6s, and they are happy with those women. It's not like they're chasing behind, 8s, 9s, and 10s. They're happy with who they're with. I think for the most part, a guy who at least is working steady, keeps himself in shape, he's going to find a woman, some intelligence. He's going to find a woman. Shout out to Shy. Women who can't cook is a huge red flag. I would believe so, because how you going to maintain a relationship with a guy and you can't cook, especially if you got kids? Shout out to Michael Dwayne. Late fee to the stream. Like the stream. Y'all appreciate that, man. So we really have to look at these things. But yeah, man, I see dudes with regular average chicks all the time. They don't seem like they're angry and bitter at the world. They even wife those chicks up. Those chicks are the mother of their kids. They building a foundation with those women. You know, they're not angry and bitter because they can't get the women they want. Would they want to be with more attractive women? Absolutely. But they're not about to be angry because they can't. You don't see them starting movements talking about how, average guyism. I'm an average guy. I can't get no woman. You don't see that, man. You don't see average guyism. Average guyism. You don't see average guyism. You don't see it. We ain't gonna sit here and complain. What we gonna complain, man? We already got enough stuff that we dealing with. So what are we gonna be doing? Why would we want to be on social media complaining about the people that don't want us? When you see guys talk about the nature of women, it's not because they can't get a 9 or a 10. It is because even the women that they've dated, that they've given time to and effort to, those women were very much so a disappointment, and they weren't 8, 9s, and 10s. It's just all about who makes you feel happy, who gives you a great sense of wanting to work hard and build something. Somebody that motivates you every day, But yeah, I have yet to see a movement of men saying, we can't get, those women don't want to date us because we're average. Okay? Don't see it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. We are in a society where we have a lot going on. And we really have to work towards building ourselves up before going out here and trying to date anybody.